Good morning, friends. Today, uh, I will discuss about numeric data type in Python. Okay, so I'm hoping that all of you are following my video, and if you like my video, then you can click on my like button, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. So uh, today I will start with the numeric data type in Python. Okay, so at first, just let me make you understandable on numeric data type in Python. So just let me open. So numeric data type, there are three types of data available in Python. Okay, so number data type in Python. Okay, three types of data type. There are three types of number data type in Python. First is integer, the second is float, and third is complex. Okay. So let me understand what is integer. Let me understand data type one by one. Then I will go for practical example on my charm editor. So number data type. Okay. There are three types. First one is integer data type Python. Second is float data type in Python. And third is complex. Okay. So complex data type in Python. Okay. So now let me understand about integer data type. Integer data type. Okay. Integer data type integer data type is that, let's suppose, all the numbers minus infinitive to infinitive. Okay, so that or all the value are in the class of integer data type. So let's suppose 10 is integer data type, 15 is data type, 20 is data type. Okay, so this is the data type. Now let me understand about float. Float data type. Float data type is that data type which value is in point. Okay, let's suppose 10.5. Okay, 20.20, 60.75. Okay, so these all are the float value. Okay, so complex data type in Python. Complex data type, let's suppose a. Okay, a plus. Okay, this form is for complex number. Okay, so you can write here, let's suppose 5 plus 2j, 3 plus 4j, 9 plus 5j. These all are the complex data type. Okay, so now I will learn how to do the operation on these different data types. Okay, so let me understand firstly about integer data type. Okay, so integer data type, let's suppose I have declare one variable a and store the value 10. Okay, and one another value is 5. Okay, so this is the integer data type, and how can we perform for this data type? You can add this, you can subtract this, you can multiply this, you can divide this, you can float division this. Okay, so all the operations you can do it with the help of arithmetic operations. Okay, there are 7 of arithmetic operation is available in Python. So okay, so all the operations you can do. Okay, so let's suppose a value is 10. Okay, and b value is 10.5. Okay, so print a. Okay, so print a is 10, that's why output is 10. Okay, now I want to you can change the data type. Let's suppose I have stored integer data type in variable a. Okay, now you can change the data type into decimal, float data type, and float data type to integer data type. Okay, you can you can exchange the data type. Let's suppose I have stored 10 in a. Okay, 10 is integer data type. Now I want to change integer data type into float data type. Now how will I print this? I will write here print done float function. If you want to change float of A. Okay, so what will be the output? Output will be 10.0 because this 10 integer value will be converting into decimal point because float means decimal. Okay, so this will give you output as 10.0. Okay, so let me run this. You can see here output is 10.0. Okay, similarly print b. Okay, I have stored in b the float value, okay, which is 10.5. okay, so here 10.5 is stored in b. So now I want to print and let me see my output is 10.5 similarly. Okay, accordingly now I want to change this float value into integer. So what will be the output? Output will be 10 by removing the 0.5 because I want to change this float type into integer data type. Okay, so you can change data type. Let's suppose you can do it. Okay, integer to float value to integer. Okay, so now how will I print? Now I will print like this. At first I will give the keyword print, then let's suppose this is the floating value and I want to change integer value, so I will give the one more function which is int of b. Okay, now this will give you only 10 because 0.5 will have to remove, so output is 10. Okay, similarly you can do it accordingly. Okay, so this is my float integer data type. Now I am coming on complex number. Okay, complex number, let's suppose I have stored in variable a 2 plus 5j. Okay, so here this is the real part. Okay, and this is the imaginary part 5. And what is j? J is for a square root of -1. Okay, so this is the complex number. Similarly let's suppose in b you have 5 plus 6j. Okay, now you can do the operation on it. You can add the complex number, you can subtract the complex number, you can multiply the complex number. Okay, all the operations you can do whatever you had to do in mathematics. Okay, but in Python this is the very easy because if you want to multiply in mathematics with the complex number, how will you multiply? At first you have to multiply with a real part to real part, then real part to imaginary part, then imaginary part to real part to imaginary part. So this is very long process in mathematics. So whatever I have read in the class of +2 or graduation. Okay, but in Python this is very few steps and very easy. And because Python is already understood about this. Okay, so this will give you only the result. So okay, so let's suppose you want to add two complex number. So what will be a plus b? Now let me print. This will give you by addition. So here real part is 2. Okay, and imaginary part 5j. That's why real part to real part and the imaginary part to imaginary part and after adding this, let's suppose real part 2 here and real part 5 here in a b variable. That's why I'm adding 2 plus 5 is 7. Output is 7 plus plus. Okay, so imaginary part 5j, 6j, 11j. That's why this is 11j. Okay, similarly you can subtract it. A minus b. Okay, let me run this. Minus 3 minus 1j. Okay, so let me check. Let me subtract this from this. Okay, 2 minus 5, 2 minus 5 minus 3, 5 minus 6 minus 1 j. Okay, so output is here. Now you can multiply this. A multiply by b. Let me print this. So you can see output is minus 20 plus 37j. Okay, so this is the imaginary real part and this is the imaginary part. Okay, so similarly you can do the all the operations. Okay, so but now I want to know the type. Let's suppose this is the integer data type. Okay, this is the float data type. But in Python, by the function, how will I know this is the what type of data type? This is the what type of different data type. So how will I know? If you want to know, then you have to use type of. You can use the function type. Okay, let's suppose you want to know the type of a variable. That's why you can run it. So syntax error. Okay, syntax error because I haven't given print function. That's why this is not printing. Okay, so print of type of a. Okay, now this will print. Oh, because parentheses I have left. Now we will run this. Oh shit. So this is the complex data type. Okay, this is the complex data type. I'm coming within 1 minute. Similarly, uh, you can know the type of data type. Okay, so let me type of B. Let me run this. This is also complex. Okay, because B is yeah. Friends, now here I want to see one thing because I want to know the data type of A, but in this program, in this whole program, my two variable is available. Okay, let's suppose A variable is here and A variable is here also. Okay, so when I want to know the type of A, so then why Python taking from here? Okay, question is that why Python is taking the value from here, not from here? Because because my print function is within this program. Okay, that's why this will take from here. If I will print here, then this will take argument from here. Okay, so let's suppose you want to know the type, then you have to write here print of type of A. Okay, now this will take argument from here. Okay, so don't confuse about this. So here, okay, output is here. So this is the integer data type, and this comes with a class, integer class. Okay, integer is keeping in the integer class. Okay, so in Python everything is class, and whatever I am writing the program here, these all are the object of class. Okay, so let's suppose uh, I want to know the real part of A. Okay, so how do I know? How will I know? Let me write. A dot real. Okay, let me print this. So output is 2. Okay, so you can print what is the your real part, what is the your imaginary part. So I will print a dot real part for real part this. Okay, for imaginary I will print a dot imag, imaginary, for imaginary. Okay, so this will give you imaginary part, which is 5. Okay, so this is the imaginary part 5 and this is the real part 2. That's why output is the real part 2 and imaginary part 5. Okay, so this is the imaginary part. Okay, now I want to add two complex number a plus b. Okay, now I will print it. What will be the print? Print will be 7 plus 11j. Okay, now after adding, output is 7 plus 11j. Now I want to know the imaginary part for add. Okay, and a real imaginary part and a real part for add. Okay, so how will I do this? I will do, let me write print and then add dot dot real. Okay, so what will be the output? Because 8 is 7 plus 11j, and the real part of this is 7. Okay, and imaginary part 11. Okay, and j is square root of minus 1. Okay, so what will be the output? Output will be 7. That's why, let me run this, and output is 7. Okay, similarly you can do it. You can find the imaginary part. So this is the print of 8 dot imag. Okay, so let me run this. Imaginary part is 11. Okay, you can add more things for printing different things. Let's suppose I want to print 8 dot image, and then I want to add print this is the imaginary part of complex number. Okay, so you can do it like this. Let me print this. So you can see here 11. Okay, 11. This is the imaginary part of complex number. Okay, so you can add also. Okay, so I hope all of you have understood about number data type in Python. Okay, so thank you for watching my video, and I will come with the next video with the next data type in Python.